stand. They walk on in darkness, where all the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, ye are gods, all ye are children of the Most High. This ain't ever been simple. I didn't mean to rebel. It was due to many devils. They attack and read the passage, many tactics, many levels. I'm excelling my endeavors. This a letter to the Father. All my sinning be diminished. I don't rest until it's finished. I be breaking on my limits. I ain't think that I could get it. With the flesh, I be tempted with I wrestle, I admit it. I don't wanna lose my soul, especially not for no bill. Heavenly Father, pick me up when I'm falling. Let me know when I'm stalling. Show me when I'm tripping. Show me what I miss. I fulfill the mission. Here with precision. I do it with the brethren. Amen. Who could blame me? I'm here even when it's dangerous. I'm still moving when I'm breaking. I ain't missing cause I'm patient. Ain't no switching. I ain't switching. I ain't picking no commission. I won't sell myself for filthy lucre. Balance in my vision. I got love with what I'm giving, but recording what I gifted. Lord, I didn't mean to rebel. It was due to many devils. They attack and read the passages, many tactics, many levels. My endeavors, I'm excelling. This a letter to the Father. I'm established, and I'd rather live it poor than live it lavish. Fuck the status, I ain't patent. See the pattern with no glasses. Born a bastard, and I lasted. And I master all my talents, and I'm seeing through they tactics. I don't care, they attack you. It's love in our kingdom. I met warriors of Albert. Daughters come to Zion. To hell with the imposters. Dead inside the markers. Ain't no way to stop us. Ain't no way to stop us. To hell with these imposters. Pick me up when I'm falling. Let me know when I'm stalling. Show me when I'm slipping. Show me what I miss. I fulfill the mission. Hitting with precision. I do it with the brethren, even if it's dangerous.
Yeah, shalom, shalom. That was 88 Soul with Tactics. So, y'all know how we get down over here, right? Once again, that was 88 Soul with Tactics. And of course, if you never heard that song, maybe you need to tune in to Shofar Radio and play the hottest hits in the truth music, period. I digress. So the topic is Ish and the church. Now, us being in the truth, we're not elementary to who Ish is. But we're gonna get more in depth with the church as well. If you see my last live, then you know how we put the connections between the Jewish people and the Christians and the Catholics. So this right here would be just a revised version of what's going on. And just like we already noticed and we brung out in Revelation 2:9, who are the synagogue of Satan. And it's just not who we think are Ish. You know what I mean? It's actually the so-called Christians and the Catholics, of course, the Don Dada of the Babylonian system anyway. So if you happen to subscribe to Christianity, this is what we are here for. This is why we were told to cry loud and spare not. And I understand that there are a lot of people that follow the truth and find comfortability in still saying, you know, they're a Christian. But I want to show my job is to show the how can I put it? The corruption that they have put on that word and the connections of their religion. Now, disclaimer, I'm not a name Israelite to where if you say, you know, oh, Christian and you in the truth, then you're going to hell. I'm not one of those. But I am a big subscriber to the truth and nothing but the truth. So if you was in the last live, we went over a book, and I believe the book itself is hidden history. Well, what do you mean, His Will? How is it hidden history if we haven't heard of it? That's why it's hidden. And I do want to make another disclaimer. I don't take sides of if, the so-called dictator Hitler was, a person in the truth or not. But there's something deep about Obadiah that speaks in an ambassador. And we also talked about in the last live how our enemies, just like they have done with our own people, made us to be the enemy of our own. And I'm not ignorant to the fact that if they done it to us within our own nation, they would definitely do it to Gentiles that actually know the Most High's will as well. So I believe we stopped at the association of Jesuits with Jews, Christianity, and Marxism. And I've been doing a lot of reading on this. Here a little, there a little. And one thing seems to be kind of impelling to me is this so-called racist evil, the worst person ever to live, Mr. Adolf Hitler, had a problem with Jewish, Christians, and Catholics. And in this, this book, it's actually showing the connection and the cohorseness that the so-called churches or synagogues have with each other. Okay? So, the start of this is, once again, the association of Jesuits with the Jews and Christianity and Marxism. And it reads as such: one of the earliest ideological influences on Adolf Hitler was Johann Dietrich Eckart. Eckart was a poet, a playwright, and journalist over the course of his lifetime. He was a member of the German Workers' Party, or the DAP, founded by Anton Drexler in 1919, and along with Gottfried Fieder and Alfred Rosenberg. I don't know about anybody else, but I've heard a little bit about these people in history class and social studies. So it says he edited a journal titled Auf Gott Deutsch, or in good German. The German Workers' Party became the National Socialist German Workers' Party in February 1920. So this would have been about maybe what 28 years before the Jewish people inherited or stole what we know as Palestine, or okay, whatever. So it says Eckhart then edited the Nazi official newspaper, Volkischer Beobachter, or yeah, in other words, People's Observer. And he is credited with writing the lyrics for the song Germany Awake. Eckhart despised the Treaty of Versailles, the creation of the hated Weimar Republic, and the rise of Marxism, Bolshevism. He participated in the November 1923 failed Beerhall Putsch alongside Hitler and was imprisoned in Langsberg Fortress, but he was released due to ill health in 1923. He passed away not long after Eckhart's death. Unfinished notes for a short work were discovered and published under the title. All them German names and stuff, yeah. So it says dialogues between Hitler and me. Basically, that's what all them German words is. It says in Eckhart's 1923 work, he and Hitler are having an informal conversation that will be approachable for a relatively unsophisticated reader. Hmm. The subject, of course, is an exploration of the history of the Jewish question. Yet, even within this supposed dialogue, there is debate whether Hitler ever spoke the words attributed to him in the work. So basically, he probably said it, but oh yeah, just like the tribes and stuff, we only found a little bit of the information, but we just don't know what he said right here though. Anyway, we can also find disparaging remarks about Catholicism and its purported links with the Jews, not us, not the real Yehudians. Anyway, it says after some preliminary material, Eckhart's work begins with a look at Christian times, explaining how the ancient Greek geographer Strabo, the Roman politician and orator Marcus Tullius Cicero, the Roman prefect of Judea Pontius Pilate, I'm pretty sure we know who that is, the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Persians, and the Roman Empire all had to contend with the problems of the Jews. Now, this is interesting because, as I see it, is like we already know, they've had a long history with suppressing the truth, right? Then come to find out, all of these people that, if you look through, you know, the modern history, they look at as freedom idols, are the same ones that were congregated with the circle of Pontius Pilate. Now, that's neither here or there. I just wanted to, put something on your mind. Now, before I go on with that, I was reading something else, right? And I was talking to one of my ops, and we all know, or some people might know, I should say, that Ukrainians are actually not in their land in the first place. They actually, if you want to be totally honest, are the same descendants of those that are the Ish people. No, they ain't, his will. No, they ain't. The Ukrainians are the Ukrainians. The Jewish people is the synagogue of Satan. And that's what it is. So my question would be, well, who told you that? That's what my question would be. And while you sit there with your eyes in the sky and your hand on your chin and ponder, I would bring this up. The history to 1881. Okay? It says, now we do know we have to have a spirit of discernment when we're reading this stuff because we do know some things are true and then some things are misconstrued into the truth. Although Jews have had a long history in ethnologically Ukrainian territory, by the turn of the 21st century, only a small remnant of this once commanding population remained. Right, okay. In 2001, Ukraine had a population of 48 million, approximately 75% of which was of Ukrainian ethnicity, with the large Russian minority, some 21% or 10 million. The exact number of Jews is a matter of some controversy. The 1989 census listed 487,300 Jews, but only 104,300 were recorded in the first post Soviet census of 2001, a figure that is questioned by some that certainly reflects the massive immigration of Jews in the 1990s. So let's go back about a century. The history to 1881. Jewish settlement in Ukraine predates the beginnings of recorded history in the region. Archaeological evidence places Jews among Greek traders inhabiting the Black Sea coastline in the last centuries before the Common Era. Watch this. The eastern portions of Ukraine, extending all the way to Kiev or Kiev, whatever, which is in Ukraine, were later absorbed into the Khazar kingdom. With its now hold up, wait. Y'all must have thought y'all was gonna get away with this one, right? Right? No, definitely not getting away with this. So you mean to tell me that once again, it's not just that much that we just read. Is it a coincidence that out of nowhere we reading this, right? Finding out that the Ukrainians are also of Khazar descendants, or the Khazars, or Ish. And then out of nowhere, Russia gets down on them. They're the bad guys, just like Hitler was. And we need to reprimand the Ukrainians now because they are in turmoil. But what's funny about this is while they're doing that, I should have pulled up the clip. But while they doing that, they're also discriminating against melanated people in the so you call Ukraine. I seen a video, right? And this video was like basically these Africans that lived in Ukraine, and they were trying to get out of the country too. And they literally was like, no, you're black. Ukrainians first. And when somebody spoke against it, it was, oh, they're racist. They act like they're entitled. And it's kind of weird because even though I'm right here tonight bringing this out, almost if nobody would do their own research to see these Ukrainians are also of the synagogue of Satan. They're the Jewish people. They're actually Ashkenaz. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, of course, his will just be reaching. So it goes on to say, with its center just north of the Caspian Sea, the Khazars were a Turkic nomadic people whose ruler and upper classes converted to what? Judaism. So it's a possibility that these people either just outright just stole our customs and put it to their own, or they actually could have been cleaving at one point in time, and the spirit of jealousy and envy came over them, and they decided to come against us. But either way, they were a nomadic people whose rulers and upper classes converted to Judaism in the mid 8th century, perhaps in an attempt to retain political independence in the face of the growth of what? The Christian world in the West and Muslim expansion from the South. Kiev, in particular, shows significant evidence of Khazar settlement. Now, watch this. How is it that we can pull this up and then we also, in the truth, know that the Jewish people are Khazarians? You see where I'm coming from? This is why they get reparations for something just like the Jewish people did in Hitler's day. And we already read in the last live how they act. They act like, oh no, we don't want no, we are all equal. We don't, desire to have anything more than anybody else. If that was the case, they'd be like, we don't want no help. We don't need your money, USA, because y'all are through slavery all over. We don't want no ties with y'all. But hey, the city may, in fact, have been founded by the Khazars as a trading outpost. The story of the Khazar king's conversion to Judaism after he had convened a debate among representatives of the major monolithic faiths. So that would mean the Israelites, the Muslims, even some of the natives that still held on to the one God aspect. But watch this. It's later echoed in the Pavis, whatever, basically Russian primary chronicle, 12th century, describing how Prince Vladimir, hey, ain't that something, whose Eastern Christianity under similar conditions in the late 10th century. Now watch this. Despite its strong initial influence, there is little evidence that the Khazar Jewish population survived the Ukraine after the Tatar invasion of the 13th century. You see what they did? They just told you who they are, where they at, then say, "Oh no, well we really don't know where they at." Oh yes, we do. They're not only in Ukraine, but the head ones, the top dogs, are in so-called Israel, running the world. See, it says, nevertheless, the Jewish population left a significant mark on Kiev, a city that had both Jewish quarter and a Jewish gate, as early as the 11th century, and one Moshe of Kiev is mentioned as a 12th century Talmudist. Travelers report, including that the Pataya of Risenberg described the Jewish community of Kiev. It is apparent that Karaism had some influence on the Kievan Jewish community as well. Jews were expelled from Kiev at the end of the 15th century. Cap. Big cap. They're still right there in the same spot. Hey, it is what it is. You can't lie. Shout out to the chat. Shalom Justice. Peace and blessings, Helios Valadars. Lady P. Shalom Akim. Rollo on the 7 Talk. Shalom, terrific Tarsha. Peace, Ox. Leon. Devon Lee. Peace and blessings. Moving solid. Shalom. Shael for real. Shalom. Lion Diamond. QT Quanman. And everybody else on the overflow. And yes, Khazarians. Are they all? You see, the thing is, believe it or not, these are the same people that are talked about in the scriptures. These are the same people that are subscribed to this false ideology and stealing, lying, big fables. And yeah, I did hear about that. What you say? Yeah, if you want the Africans not able to leave. So these are the same people in Titus, verse 10, Titus 1, I should say. See, these are the people that we were being warned about. First Titus 10 through 16. For they are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. See, everything that these people are doing, it's all only, and we already talked about this in the last live. It's all for monetary gain and material things. We can't act like all this in the whole first place since the ancient of days has been about blessings and land and who gets to be the top dog. But the Most High already put in place who he wants to be the top dog. But us, because of our disobedience, we became the latter and the bottom of the totem pole. Having our heritage stripped away and our truth not to be seen. But hey, we are here now. Verse 12 says, one of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, the Cretians are always liars, even beasts, slow bellies. Wait, even one of their own. You see that? One of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, the Cretians are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies. This witness is true. See, y'all might think that we just believe that ain't nobody else gonna come to our aid except our own. Yeah, you might be right. But I'll go further and say, why do you think? See, watch this. In order to be a Gentile and cleave to Israel, you gotta be strong minded, and the Most High has to have a job that seems almost impossible for you to do. This witness will be true. Even your responsibility, Gentiles, just like it is us as Israel, to what? Wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith. Watch this. Not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn them from the truth. That turn from the truth. That turn from the truth. So all of your, did the prophecy really, well, it already happened. Your whole, well, we ain't, we are equal, but what we did to y'all, well, really, they the chosen ones, so we gotta do it to them. Well, no, we are the chosen ones. Oh, no, no, ain't no way, ain't no way. But this is what the scripture says. This is how the prophecy said it's supposed to happen before we wake up. Oh no, that was the past. That already happened. Where is it in history? Oh well, they burnt everything in the Holocaust. Right. Okay. See, even back in Christ days, even back in Emmanuel days, the Messiah, the ones that the world know as the Redeemer, even in those days, there were Jewish people proclaiming to be the chosen ones. Why do you think in Revelation it talks about them saying that they are Jews and they're not? Why do you think right here in Titus saying there are people out here speaking Jewish fables, Jewish lies, saying that they are the Jews, saying that they have the right and the obligation to spread the word of the Most High, but they don't. If this was only given to Israel, if you gonna be a convert, you know what you do. If you really want to serve the Most High, then you serve His children by any way that you can, even if that means by fighting for them, not by going spreading your own lies, saying, "Well, yeah, I'm in the truth too." So, but this my truth. This how it should go. This is not how this works. 15 says, "Unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure." So, how is it? Okay, okay, tell me this. Tell me something real fast. How in the world is these people the chosen people, right? And They supposed to govern the world, right? They supposed to bring law and order to the kingdom that the Most High had given his children, right? And you allow the alphabet gang, you allow racism, brutal and injustice, false doctrine, you know, false pastors using their congregations for filthy lucre, rape and pedophilia in the Catholic churches, and so forth and so forth. And you don't do anything about it, but you the chosen ones, right? But what happened to this scripture right here? Unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. But even their mind and conscience is defiled. How are you the chosen people, bro? Explain to me. See, your problem is verse 16. They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny him. All of these things you are right here, being abominable and disobedient, and to every good work reprobate. Oh, God loves everybody, just not the people that saying that they are the chosen people. Oh, well, everybody deserves a second chance, but lock up all the Negroes and Hispanics and Native Americans or anybody that cleave to them, right? No, you got to be kidding me. But once again, they're going to deem this as anti-Semitism. How can we be anti-Semitism and anti-Semites if we are the Semites? You people are liars, and the truth was never in you. Okay, let's go up just a tad bit so I can go where I left off. After some preliminary material, Eckhart's work began with a look at Christian times, explaining how the ancient Greek geographer Strabo, the Roman politician orator Marcus Tullius Cicero, the Roman prefect of Judea Pontius Pilate, the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Persians, and the Roman Empire all had to contend with the problem of the Jews. It says throughout the examination of these time periods, Hitler is said to have remarked, and in all eternity, nothing will change. So far as the attitude of the Jews towards our kings and our leaders is concerned, to destroy them is their eternal sin. Come on. Who is this guy talking about? Who are the kings and queens of the earth, people? Why would a dictator like the old evil Adolf Hitler even put someone else above him? Let me read this again. He says, and in all eternity, nothing will change. So far as the attitude of the Jews toward our kings and our leaders is concerned, to destroy them is their eternal sin. And when they can't accomplish this by force, then they will use cunning. Wait, I mean, is it just me or something about just that little bit of statement seems kind of, you know, impelling? I mean, is it just me or there might be something that we need to investigate here about this so-called American and Jewish history? Because if you really want to get technical, this right here speaks volumes. Why is it this guy is worried about the attitude of some people that, they they seem to be off, right? Let me show you something. I'm gonna tell you what kind of people he's talking about. See, it seems to me as if he's talking about these people. They're unruly people and vain talkers, and they are deceivers. Now, I know us as a nation of people, we kind of, maybe fell astray, and that was because of what we was taught, right? But who told us that this stuff was okay to do when the Most High had wiped away our memory of who we were because of our sin? Who told us? Who took advantage of that opportunity? Hmm? Who was the ones that said, you know what? The law is done away with, and you don't have to follow that no more. You need to just ask Jesus to forgive you, the white little boy Jesus. Just ask him to forgive you, and everything else will be good. That seems kind of weird to me. You see, Proverbs 18 and 8 explains it all. It says, the words of a talebearer are as wound, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. See, I can guarantee you that these people that are over these media streams, which are the same synagogues of Satan, they rule everything around. Hey, I can guarantee you, it's like fire in their belly that we bring this stuff out. They can't stomach the fact that they actually thought that we were dead to the Most High. They actually thought, if we can get these people, have them eat all the pork, have them smoke all the weed, kill each other off, then their father will just annihilate them and he'll wipe their hands with us. And then you know what? Guess what we can do? We can make our own 12 tribes of Israel. No, I mean, no, we just have two because we don't need that many. wipe everything else out. But the more that we wake up, guess what happens? They're sitting here like, you uppity Negroes. How dare you search and think that I was lying this whole time? How dare you? I thought Jesus was good to you. I thought you having fun and not following the laws was what you wanted the whole time. Why aren't you satisfied? See, that's why Jesus ain't gonna do nothing for you because you always complaining. Won't you just accept what we doing? Why can't you accept this American history? Huh. I digress. It says the work continues in its tour through historical time periods, illuminating the deviousness of the Jews. At one point, Eckhart has Hitler exclaim, "If I had my way, I'd require placards to be hung in all the schools, on which would be printed nothing but Schopenhauer's description of the Jews, great master of lie, great masters of the lie." Just a few paragraphs later, the Jews are called international, revealed for who they truly are. In the Central Association itself, the mask has already fallen. Dr. Brune frankly admitted that that the Jews could have no German national spirit. It says Jews are depicted from ancient times forward as deceptive, manipulative, greedy, materialistic, international in spirit, cunning, and dishonest. Then the conversation veers into the rise of what? Christianity. Oh, nah, bro. So you mean to tell me that you still, his will, you still trying to put the Jews and the Christians together? Uh, yeah, but I don't need to try. You know why? Because I'm not afraid to seek. I'm not afraid to go up to Esau, Amalek, Canaan, whoever y'all is, and tell you, bro, you're a liar. I'm not afraid to tell them, hey, you've been lied to. I'm not afraid to go and research. This is what I need my family to do. Shalom, Nelly. Shalom, out. 88 Soul. What's good, Aki? See, if we really love the Most High and we really want to get back to where we are, we got to realize, once again, I say this a lot to my aunt. It's funny how we don't know anything about the enemy, but the enemy knows everything about us. But the more you got brothers and sisters bringing out this information that we can tie it with the Bible, but we bringing out the information as they brought it, thinking that what, hey, all you got to do to hide it in a book, and a nigga ain't gonna read it, right? Hey, it's true though. They even then took their languages and intertwined them together. And hey, I'll just say it. In a way, they literally done made a whole new hidden Babylon. Babylonian speaking. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm all over their lies. You won't trick me. I'm gonna seek until I find. See, what do you talk about a new Babylonian language? His will. We in Babylon. This is the language. All right, you say so. Article entitled Why Hitler and Stalin Hated Esperanto, the 135-year-old language of peace. Already, soon as it say language of peace, red flag. Second red flag, that name, Esperanto. You already know. We already done covered who the Spaniards is, what they did. Also that it's all over the Catholic language. They speak Latin, which is a European language in the first place. I mean, Spaniards and hey, it's right there. So let's read a little bit of this. In the late 1800s, the city of Bialystok. Make sure maybe hopefully I can get y'all to see this as well. Hold on. Okay. In the late 1800s, the city of Bialystok, which was once Polish, then Prussian, then Russian, and is today again part of Poland, was a hub of diversity, with large numbers of Poles, Germans, Russians, and Yiddish-speaking Ashkenazi Jews. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. If these the Jews, these the real children of the Most High, this Israel, why they ain't got Hebrew? Why wouldn't you want to have Hebrew, bro? Anyway, it says each group spoke a different language. Ah, okay. And viewed members of the other communities with suspicion. You see? Oh, you Hispanic? Oh, you better know Spanish. I don't know. I don't think you a Spaniard then. Oh, you supposed to be African American? Are you learning Hebrew? Oh no, you ain't no American. You ain't no Negro, right? Oh, you a Native American? You ain't speaking hey ya wah ha ha. Oh no, you ain't no. Oh, no. You ain't a native no more. Hmm. It says for years, L.L. Zamenhof, a Jewish man from Bialystok who had trained as a doctor in Moscow, dreamed of a way of diverse groups of people and communicate easily and peacefully. There you got that word again. On July 26, 1887, he published what is now referred to as Unya Libro, or First Book, which introduced and described Esperanto, a language Zamenhof has spent years designing in hopes of promoting peace among the people of the world. Now, wait, don't that sound like the Judge of Godstones with that? Oh, we're gonna have one language. See, this whole time we thought that the American English language was so popular, but these people in these dark places are slowly but surely trying to make a whole nother language. Now, wait a minute. Why would Hitler hate a language? That's weird. Esperanto's language is mostly drawn from English, French, German, okay, Greek, Italian, Latin, Polish, Russian, and Yiddish, as these were the languages that Zamenhof was most familiar with. Grammatically, Esperanto was primarily influenced by European languages, but interestingly, some of Esperanto's innovation bear a striking resemblance to features found in some Asian languages such as Chinese. You don't say. Huh. So now, 135 years later, Europe is again riven by violence and tension, most notably the war between Russia and Ukraine, which is at least partially driven by a political debate about language differences. Hmm. Hmm. Unfortunately, it says, conflicts over language are common around the world. The promise of peace through a shared language has not yet caught on widely, but there are perhaps as many as 2 million Esperanto speakers worldwide, and the language is still spreading, if slowly. That was something to ponder on, huh? Sound like to me somebody's still trying to make new languages, Babylonian speeches. Khan. Khan, right there. They made Babel the language, Leon. And you know what, Lady P? I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't put nothing past these people. And disclaimer, I'm not taking up for this guy. None of that. I'm doing my research. You see? I'm reading. I'm making sure that all the lies that have been told to me, I want to know who are the real enemies. I don't think nothing wrong with that. You know, the weird part about this is I said this last live. Why is this dude seem to be going against all the demonic systems and nobody does research on this guy. They just know what has been told to them. But as I'm doing my research, something different here is happening. You know, yeah, Babbel is a popular app, Lady P. I haven't messed with it, but you know, they ain't got Hebrew in there. And if they do, I don't trust them at all. It's gonna say that. So once again, hey, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, but there's only one truth. Hey, I'm gonna say it like this. And until somebody do the research that I'm doing and can dialogue with me, I'm on the side of something deeper happened at that Holocaust. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Before I even go back to that article, I wanted to jump back here real fast because I don't think people really seeing that these people in Ukraine are so-called Jewish people too. Now, why would Russia be going to war with these people and they like neighbors? Why is Mr. Vladimir Pup, whatever his name is, seeming like why is it being compared to the next Adolf Hitler? Now, like I said, I mean, hey, if they not following the commandments and they not living for the Most High, then they still wicked. But the Most High will use any and everybody. You see, the Most High is our Father. So, have you ever seen one of the movies where the the daughter missing and and the father then went through all type of avenues to get to her, even and probably killed the dang taxi driver if he got to get to her. Then use everything possible. It's the same thing. Most High will use his own enemies against their own enemy or their friend and neighbors to reveal the truth and put his children back on spot. But it's up to us. It's up to us. It ain't up to the Christians. It ain't up to the Catholics. It ain't up to the Jewish people or Buddha and them. It's up to us to seek it. Israel. Nobody else. Okay, now, right here it says far more significant to the development of Ukrainian Jewry were the waves of migration from Western Europe, particularly from the Rhineland region that began in the 13th century, right bank Ukraine, i.e., west of the Dnieper River, that roughly bisects the contemporary boundaries of Ukraine, was subject to Lithuania or Lithuania, whatever, until 1969, when it was annexed to the Polish crown in the formation of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Commonwealth. And we already read in the last live, that's the biggest thing that the that ish is concerned with. Even though they may act like they ain't, that's definitely on a top list. Particularly after 1569, Jews were frequently employed by nobility to manage the arenda system, and I'm gonna find out what that is. Trust me, because I'm definitely gonna get more into this. Under which they sometimes administered large Ukrainian land holdings called Lataf, Latafi, Latufandia for absentee Polish landlords. In such cases, Jews were given the exclusive right to collect taxes, tolls, other taxation. Hold on, wait a minute. So where our stuff at? Cause, bruh, ain't no hiding it. There's no hiding who we are. Where are taxes and tolls and other exactions of of all of the land? Period. Dog. But like last video, we on some black chosen and stuff. We black supremacists, huh? We Hispanic supremacists. We native chosen, huh? Jews were given the exclusive right to collect taxes, tolls, and other exactions from the Ukrainian peasantry. Much more often, the contract was for the local right of propitiatia, the exclusive privilege of distilling and selling alcohol, lucrative trade that fit naturally with the business of innkeeping and small money lending. There go your banks. It's just crazy though how bringing this type of stuff out, you got people that's gonna disagree. You especially gonna have people that not Israel that's not gonna look at this. That's gonna look at this and be like, no, no, he reaching. He don't know what he talking about because he's still trying to put all of them in one. And your sweet Jesus still ain't came and raptured us away to get us from these wicked ass people. You know, whatever they went through, hey, for the ones that had nothing to do with it, hey, only thing I can say is if it wasn't for the wickedness of just like we went through our curses and we still going through them because of our ancestors, they got it too. And hey, maybe them being look, man, look, you not finna tell me that every person that was so-called Jewish was rescued from Germany and taken to so-called Israel, and that was it. You can't tell me that, especially when I'm doing my study and I'm seeing dead clear as day that these so-called Ukrainian people are getting the same privilege that the so-called Jews have been given when somebody do something to them. While Jews were engaged in a variety of economic pursuits, many as artisans and merchants, with a small number of farmers' income from the arenda constituted the backbone of the Jewish economy. Under this system, Jews in Ukraine flourished, reaching a population of approximately 40,000. In the middle of the 17th century, Jews were concentrated in approximately 200 communities on the right bank of the Dnieper River in the provinces of Volyana, whatever it is, Podalia, Bratslav, Rus, all these weird, they kind of sound scary-ish type names. By 1764, 1765, about 300,000 Jews lived in these regions. The Orenda system, however, was highly exploitative, particularly when viewed from the perspective of the Ukrainian peasants, who deeply resented the economic burden imposed on them by the far off Polish landlords and their Jewish agents. You know, what's so crazy about all this is you're not going to tell me that these people that were so called Jews was living in Ukraine, was kidnapped, taken to Germany, and rescued and put in Israel because they was the most high chosen people. No, bruh, stop playing games. You're not gonna tell me that. Just like you're not finna tell me that uh Christopher Columbus and his people went to Africa and stole us, and ain't nobody came and got us. You not finna tell me that. You not finna tell me that all of us came from Africa. But this is the stuff that we got to go through as a nation because people don't want to accept that. Look, bruh, everything has been given. You well, what you think you think we had half of our truth, we had half of our history, and then we just built upon it. That no, when they say they came to destroy the name of Israel, they meant it from the bottom of their heart to the depths of their soul. Once again, how is it? What what about what about if this man that did so much wrongdoing, why they even? Well, I said that last video too. Why they got? Why do they use um the swastika as a as white supremacy? If he's so evil, he ain't look, that stuff low key didn't even have nothing to do with America. Just like them getting into it, just like right now, it ain't got nothing to do with America, but they still mess around with Ukraine. I wonder why. If Ukraine ain't that special to them, why they coming to their aid? Cause I sure don't see nobody coming to our aid in our own country. You mean to tell me that we could be flourishing in Black Wall Street and they come drop bombs on us, but somebody in a whole thousands, probably over across the seas, over there messing with some people that they got their own problems going on, but you need to go over there, you need to go help them, no, huh? No. Calm down, bro. All right. It says the work continues its tour through historical time periods, illuminating the deviousness of the Jews. At one point, Eckhart has Hitler explained, if I had my way, I'd require placards to be hung in all the schools. Okay, I read that. Just a few paragraphs later, the Jews are called international. Okay, I read all that. Rise of Christianity. Okay, let's go. Echo's work has Hitler take the position that Christ was against the Jews, warning of their hypocrisy. Now, look, if we know who the real Yahudians is, then we would know what Jews this that Christ that it states right here was against. Don't go commenting on my don't do it, bro. Or you trying to say that the Messiah was against us. Y'all know who we talking about. I just ran up Titus. Matter of fact, just for the disclaimer purposes, I'm finna bring up the scripture again. Bring up the scripture one more again. All right. What is it? Titus 1 and 10. All right. Ooh wee. Yep. Here we go. Titus 1 and 14. Not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. If we already know that they've stolen all the truth, made it their own truth, we don't call ourselves Jewish. I'm pretty sure nowhere in history were we calling ourselves the Jewish people. So, you know, that's that. So back to this, because once again, that was just a disclaimer. So we all know that what I'm about to read is not saying that the Messiah was against his own people. All right. All right. It says Eckhart's work has Hitler take the position that Christ was against the Jews, warning of their hypocrisy, skill, and swindling and love of profit. Profit, like as in money, not with the PH. Okay. In the case of Jesus of Nazareth, his teachings were perverted and twisted by Paul. Now just wait, because I know I know it's some Paul lovers in here. Just I'm finna read it, and I'm finna tell you exactly what's going on here. Twisted by Paul, originally a Jew named Saul, from who converted to the new religion of Christianity. Now we already know. Actually, Paul would have been not that in the first place, because Christianity wouldn't even been around at that time. But even if it was, we all know that Paul was a centurion of the Romans before he even found out that he was, and actually Paul wasn't even a Jew. He was a Benjamite. So, that's just they putting a little plot twist on it. But I want to get, I'm gonna keep going. Hitler decries the Jews such as Paul who took over Christianity and corrupted Jesus' original message. Paul reached to the Greek and the Roman Gentile world, bringing with him his own ideas about Christianity, with which the Roman Empire became unhinged. All men are equal, brotherhood, pacifism, no more privileges, and the Jew triumph. Now, I'm gonna say this. We all know. I don't think that was no way. I don't think that was Paul's um, goal. But I do believe that the Christians and the Catholics of those days, they used his passion for what was going on and used it against us, as in all men equal. There go, there are no neither Jew nor Gentile, Greek, whatever they say, and that brotherhood, or we are equal, and even the turn the other cheek type stuff. You see what I'm saying? And I believe that could have been more of Hitler's, approach to it. Like, these people then used Paul as a way to gain a up on the world and the true kings and queens of the earth. You see what I'm saying? And that, like I said, man, that might hit a couple people. You got to think about it before you just keep, before you be like, oh no, because don't act like the churches have not abused Paul's writings and used it for their benefit. You see what I'm saying? So once again, um, okay, what is that? 24 says, from the outset, then in Nazi thinking, Christianity was corrupted by Jewish influence and Jewish ideas. Once again, the ish were the ones. See, look, check this out. You think Paul just wrote this just like it was, and they got it and was like, you know what, we just gonna use it against. No, they switched up the stuff just like they do everything else. Put it to the Christianity church. Went to the Catholics first, speaking about it. Oh, are you okay? You think I'm tweaking? All right, watch this. Eckert's work continues with Hitler outlining how the Catholic Church has been polluted by Jewish infiltrations. Infiltration. There have been popes of what? Jewish blood. Also, there has seldom see these, even these Catholic churches done like, oh no, we ain't Catholic, we ain't we just Catholics. We come from Rome only, but they really come from Japheth's seed as well. Do you see what I'm saying? They got Ashkenaz. You can't be Jewish and then what do they all they always call themselves Ashkenazi Jews. How you gonna be an Ashkenazi semi, like what? You got two granddads or something? Oh no, but the Catholics, they Esau and them though, huh? The Catholics and Christians, they Esau and them, but we all know from the get go that these ish people, I mean, it show you right here, they all into it. They in everything. It say right here there have been popes of Jewish blood. Now, why, if the Jewish people are the chosen people, why would some nasty pedophile people like the Catholics allow some pure blood people that's going to change the way that they do things and set stuff in order how the Most High wanted? Why would they allow them to infiltrate their own churches? It don't make sense. It says there have been popes of Jewish blood. Also, there's seldom been or never been a shortage of their dignitaries of the same descent in the church. Was that which they stood for Catholicism? Catholicism. No, it was Judaism. We all know we this is not no religion. This is not no religion. And isms the isms and the entities and stuff like that. All that stuff got to do religion and people trying to convert, taking stuff, making the scriptures how they want it, and using everything against God's children. Once again, it says, no, it was Judaism. Let's take just one thing, the selling of indulgences, the very essence of the Jewish spirit. Selling of indulgences right there. Why do you think, once again, they own all the liquor stores, they own all the banks, they own all the grocery stores, they own all the workshop places, everything, because people indulge in that stuff. Come on, stop playing with me, bro. The very essence of the Jewish spirit. The Catholic Church is portrayed as being as having been invaded, taken over, and ruled by Jews. Conspiracy theorists abound, but he also works from the inside, where he is even more dangerous. Oh yeah, we ain't the same. We all had wars with each other. No, you had wars with the real Yehudi and the real children of Israel, but you took that out though and said, it was them we was beefing with, and you know what I'm saying, we ain't the same. We don't rock with them. We don't like them whatsoever. They got their belief, we got that, we got ours. But every month every year we gonna make sure we send them money though. Come on, bro. But it says, but he also work. They also work from the inside, where they're more dangerous in the mask of the Christian ministers, bro. And y'all want to sit here and try to tell me that you know, uh, they are different. Y'all want to sit here and try to tell me that no, he wasn't like that. He was a he followed the Satanists. He probably did. But a house divided amongst itself won't stand. They don't even do wickedness in one accord because they are so worried about gaining their own part, trying to take all of Israel for their own self. They want all of us. They don't even want to rule us in unity. They want us all for themselves. Well, you can have them niggas. We just want what's theirs. No, we want what's theirs, but we still want them. Well, you can't have both. Yeah, y'all already know. Y'all probably like, bro, he going off. I need to put the books down. Says the Christian confessions swarm with Jewish and half Jewish clergymen. Finally, the pamphlet ends with the dire warning: one can only understand the Jew when one knows what his ultimate goal is. And that goal is beyond world domination. What is it? The annihilation of the world. Who is the world? Who gave us the world? When the Most High created us, He created who first? We are the salt of the earth. We are the ones that they want to annihilate and take out of here. It ain't, yes, it's about the land, but you know what? They're like this. You know what? We can't take the land and we can only rule it for a certain amount of time. You know what? Let's just blow the whole thing up. Push the button. Let's disease them to death. You know what? We can destroy them by just giving them guns and stuff and let them kill their own self. You know what? We got a better idea. Let's split up all the scriptures and throw them around the world, so they'll never and this person will read this, and then you know what? They won't mess with them, and then you know what? They love that scripture, Hosea. My people perish for a lack of knowledge. That's how we'll kill them. We'll kill them we'll kill them with knowledge. They'll be so religiously upset or upright and don't want to read anything besides what they've been given. So you know what? They'll kill their own self. That's how we'll annihilate the world. Con, famous warrior. Seems as if the land is just collateral damage. Big con. That's all it is. And we worried about, oh, I want to go back home. You is home. The Most High gave you the world, not just no piece of dirty, dry ass land over there that you want to go back to. All right, whatever. Yeah, all right. I'm starting to get fired up. Let's get back into this just a little bit more. All right. From Eckhart's writing, one can see how the connection was made in the early Nazi party between disavowing Jews while simultaneously discrediting Catholicism. According to Eckhart, the supposedly Hitler shared these views. Catholic Christian. Ha, come on, bro. But I'm tripping though, right? Listen. No, hold up, cause y'all must think I'm playing with y'all, right? Nah, hold up, cause see, y'all think I'm playing with y'all, right? The title is Ish and the Church. The book that I'm reading from is Christianity, Catholicism, and Jews. They're in the same thing. You see what I'm saying? And this whole time, I can guarantee you, out of all the people that have been watching, I had at least 2 to 3 people just here trying to be nosy, trying to see what is he gonna say that's gonna be off. What is he gonna say that's gonna make him look like he a conspiracy theorist? You know what? I ain't watching him no more. I'm gonna unsubscribe from him because he's just trying to put everybody together. He try to impale ideas too much. Well, why is it that I'm reading right here that it's clear as day because the Christians ain't for us, the Catholics ain't for us, the so-called Jews ain't for us, ain't none of them for us, but it's just a coincidence that even Hitler didn't even like them, and and out of somebody's own mouth it says the Christians confession. Hold up, hold up. All right, right here. Okay, right here. Um, from Eckhart's writing, one can see how the connection was made in the early Nazi party between disavowing Jews while simultaneously discrediting Catholicism. According to Eckhart, he said simultaneously. That means he's like, I don't rock with y'all. I don't rock with y'all. I don't rock with y'all. All y'all can get it because all y'all on some BS. Y'all done use Paul to deceive the whole world. You done messed up his scriptures. You done messed up everything that he done try to put in progress. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sitting here taking even the Messiah's the real Jew and his people. You taking his stuff. You misconstruing all that, and all of this is foolishness. He says disavowing Jews while simultaneously discrediting Catholicism. According to Eckhart, and supposedly Hitler shared these views. Catholic Christianity was manipulated and corrupted by a Jew. Paul, who altered the true, see, there they go again, altered the true message of Christ to suit his own purpose of destroying the Roman Empire. Yeah, well, that don't even make sense right there. You know what I'm saying? That don't even make sense. How could Paul use the Messiah's scriptures to you know what I'm saying, for his own that he wouldn't alter them? But we do know that the Christians, what, come on, man. Why is it all you Christianity spirit ass people like Paul so much instead of what the Messiah was already given by the Most High to tell? I know why, because that Christian spirit done they manipulated Paul's writings, and y'all use it. Well, ain't no Jew, no Greek, or John 3:16. But don't nobody want to use John 3:16 when they talk about him, the Messiah not being God. Come on, man. Come on, bro. We gotta wake up, Israel, for real. It says his own purpose to destroying the Roman Empire, sowing chaos, taking over the world. Eckhart's pamphlet also sought to force German Catholics to consider that their entire church hierarchy had been infiltrated by Jews. There they go again. This was by no means unique to Eckhart's writing. See? Now, let's, since y'all want to keep playing with me, right? Y'all, all right, watch this. All right, hold on. Let me see. Nazi targeted so-called Jews, gays, Roma, or more commonly known as gypsies, Jehovah Witness, and people with disabilities. Of course, they did experience on all these people, mainly Dr. Mengele. True, but you see that Jews and gays, all of them false witnesses, all of them, all of them. So yeah, and I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, chat. If y'all feel like, what I'm saying, man, bro, you need to calm down. And man, look, this is how I get, because I know I'm gonna get some backlash from some people, but I got the facts to back it up. If you could, man, never mind, bro. Look, it's right here. Whatever. So, oh yeah, and it was the Jesuits too that was in. I mean, the Jesuits are the Jewish people, and they're the Catholics, and they're the Society of Jesus. If you think I'm capping, go back to the last video that what was it? Black supremacy, verse atheist, anti-Semitism. Somebody, one of the mods, can y'all put that video in the chat just in case if anybody see it? Cause this ties dead. This ties right along with all of this. All right, check me out. It says the Nazi newspaper, The Attacker, for example, ran several articles in 1936 and 1937. They sought to portray the corrupted, infiltrated Catholic Church. In one article, a Jew on the papal throne, Pope Alexander Rodrigo de Borgia. There go your so-called white Jesus daddy right there, related to the Spanish Borgia family, is reported to have been by race a Jew, not Yehudian Israelite either. Listing the Pope's series of immoral crimes, the article is meant to show how the Catholic Church was infiltrated by a Jew at its highest level, implying that it continues to be invaded and ruled by a Jewish spirit, and that the church's institutions have been infected by Jewishness. Nah, see, hold up. So how in the world, how you trying to tell me that they ain't all? So all right, so wait a minute. So that I guess they gonna lie about this man having Jewish blood. Look, bruh, you gotta be crazy if you think you finna you finna all right, hold up. All right, so look, you gotta be crazy if you think you finna be any part of these wicked ass people, churches and system and stuff, not only just have the bloodline, but willing to be the liar. You see what I'm saying? How do you think all these people that's in power, you ain't finna be in power if you ain't got no entitlement? Don't act like these people don't have meetings and stuff, not only about us, but about, okay, so who up next? Okay, have they been, you know, have you felt the spirit of repentance on him? No. Okay. So okay, he cool. He still got that Jewish in his spirit. You see what I'm saying? Look, 1 Timothy 4:1 and 2. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. But I'm forcing it, right? Doctrines of devils. They've told you the law is done away with. They've told you that ain't no more. It's only two tribes. Everything else lost, bro. They've told you that Jesus is God. They've told you Paul's writings overtake the Messiah and the Most High Himself. They've told you well, it was that man couldn't live without woman and woman couldn't live without man. But you know what? Black man, Hispanic man, you don't need no woman. Just do your own thing. They done told you that your kids can be gay at 4 years old. You see, they ain't even seen no. Never mind, I ain't finna go there. But this is stuff that they told. This is what the devil tells you. This ain't of the Most High. And they okay. Name me one thing in the Christian, Catholic, Jesuit, Jewish, Muslim, anything in any of them places that is of the Most High. I'll wait. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Exactly. They stole books and told you they lost. Come on, bro. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So y'all can't find no other tribes, right? But you can go. But okay. So you can find all. You can't find none of the tribes, but you got over 50 miles, over 40 miles of books and information in the damn Vatican. Ain't none of them got nothing. Oh, Levi and Judah. That's it. Stop playing. All right, all right. So are you well? All right. You know what? Okay. We got them books, but it ain't for the public. Says who? Oh well, damn it! I said it. I'm the Pope. Come on, man. But his will going off, bruh. But I'm going off though, right? All right. So watch this. All right, watch this. I'm low key finna shut it down in a minute because I ain't gonna cap with you. I could do this for a couple more hours. And I know it, bro. Look, listen. The book. Yeah, all right. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. If you on Discord, if you on Shofar Radio, I'll put it in. I'll put the book in Shofar Radio so you can read it yourself. So you can see how big of a lie all of this stuff is, and they all intertwine one another. They call the Society of Jesus. But you want to praise Jesus, huh? You want to give Jesus your all, huh? Oh, you want to go back on the slave ship? You want to be a slave to Jesus? You want to Hail Mary, huh? In one article, a Jew on the papal throne, Pope Alexander Rodrigo, okay, I read that. Boom, 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 boom. By race a Jew, listing the Pope's series of immoral crimes. The article is meant to show how the Catholic Church was infiltrated by a Jew at its highest level. Okay, 25 says the image of the Jews masquerading as Christian leaders included attacks on Ignatius of Loyola himself in the same edition of 1937. Readers of uh, Der Sturmur would have found on page 14 a large size picture of Ignatius. The caption under the picture reads, Baptized Jew, founder of the what? Jesuit order. but I'm reaching, right? A baptized Jew, the founder of the Jesuit order. The imagery and caption of Ignatius is meant to insert doubt into the mind of the readers. If the founder of the Jesuits was a baptized Jew, and they say he was not, okay, then perhaps many of the Jesuits were indeed working towards the same goals as the Jews. I wish the crickets would cricket louder. It says the theme of Jesuits and Jews being alike in their quest for world control and the material wealth was also part and parcels of the writings of another early Nazi follower, Rosenberg. Rosenberg was with Eckhart and Drexler at the beginning of the German Workers' Party, and he also wrote articles for the whatever that is. He was born in Reval, Russia. But I'm tripping, right? You know what? Where am I at? All right. Most high willing, I might jump back in this. But I'm saying all I've brung this out because there's so much religion tied into this, and I'm not talking about just one. Yeah, it's all one religion. Don't okay, look, bro. Is not their goal is to have a one world order? Why wouldn't they want to have people have a one world belief? See, people think that, oh no, they don't want you to believe in God. No, they want you to believe in God. They just want you to believe in their God. They don't want you to believe in the Most High Himself. They want you to think anything of the Most High is is demonic, and what they doing is just oh well, that's just how life is. Just that's the way life goes. That's the way love goes. No, talk about some yeah, famous word. Talking about some one, all for one, one for all. No, like why is it that they go out of their way to you know what I'm saying? They went way out of their way. But guess what? This just the beginning of their judgment and the truth coming out. You see what I'm saying? See, people might get mad, tell me I need to calm down. Okay. Yup. Ja said, even Masons, they want you to believe in something, and they take that religion and twist their narrative. Con, you, hey, and look, the crazy part about all this is when you get to the whole nitty gritty of all this stuff, you sit here and you think to yourself, it kind of pisses you off. Well, it pissed me off because I know it's so many people in Israel itself that is sitting here like, you know, something is off. Then it comes to you and you back up for it. Like I Ja, just like I Ja, like I said in uh tales of an introvert. They praying for discernment. Then when it's give it to them, they panic. They run up. Nope, this is not it. But I'm trying to show you clear as I'm trying to show my people clear as day, bro. All of them together. Hey, you still want to use Jesus? There you go, right there. Them your people right there. I'm not. No, wait a minute. Disclaimer. Some people just comfortable with it, but I'm telling you how it fit. How all of that stuff fit in this Jewish spirit, which is deceiving and lies. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like a form of witchcraft in a way, because we know manipulation is a form of witchcraft. Nahum 3:4-6 says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts, behold, I am against thee, saith the Most High of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vow, and I will set thee as a gazing stock. What you looking at? What you looking at, huh? I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking at this system fall while they point fingers at each other. That's what I'm looking at. Oh, but we black supremacists, huh? That's what we is. That's what we is, right? Oh, we black supremacists, huh? No, what we is children of the light and of the truth, coming out this house alive. Y'all done did it too much. And guess what? Time's up, buddy. Ain't no way in hell I'm finna sit here, say I'm in the truth, and just sit here on these this history and hold it to myself, afraid that my people gonna turn their back on me. What kind of brother will I be? I know some people ain't gonna like it, but I'd rather you hear it and it be on you. I know some people, it might be too much information for them to fathom. Hey, that's why I'm right here. I'm walking with you, bro. I'm right here with you, sis. You think this stuff is like um funny to me? No, cuz we got so many of our people still calling themselves these names, knowing that they the people are following the Most High, but they still wrapped up in just this little bit. That still keep it's the spirit, bro. It just said it in there. It just said it in the dang passage. It's the spirit of Jewishness. If we supposed to bring the truth and they converting us and not doing what we supposed to be doing, what are they doing? Bringing lies. It's a spirit of lies. Well, you know they're gonna find out the name ain't Jesus, right? So let's just make up you all these other names. Matter of fact, tell them only read the KJV, even though there ain't no J's in there. It's gonna be a J in the KJV, and ain't nobody gonna look up who Isis is. So just put that as the name instead. That's a whole nother lesson right there in itself. Oh, it ain't gonna be in the Bible, but you know what I'm saying. Just throw some names out there, give them all the sectors of people, and it's gonna sound good on their tongue, and they gonna fight over that. But you in the truth, huh? You in the truth. You know, this is just a compelling idea. You know what I'm saying? Just here to blow the shofar a little bit. I'm finna end this stream, but before I do, you know, I gotta bring it out the right way, right? If we talking about the truth and leaving out of this house of lies, then how else do we come off with it? Leo the poet, House of Lies.
Young Nab, baby.
Leo the poet, a warrior on Yah's terms. House of Lies. Man, how many of us have been stuck in the House of Lies? Going back to Bell. As I recline and recollect in the past, since I reminisce, all the things you taught me were lies. The accepted false ideologies has been screwing with my psychology. You've been chronically lying to me. Been saying we on the same team, trying to sabotage them, but I'm relegated now. I came from the mud, but I ain't dirt. I hold the grudge to those who gave me. No, I would never budge. Moving from the past, trying to comprehend how elaborate this expensive scheme we had going for it was everything just a great scheme. Nah, scratch that love I had for us was obscene. Stronger than any combat, now I know the truth. There's no going back, I'm finna stack the team. We gonna be the biggest conglomerate, sounding like a darn miss, giving the stick back to the true protagonist. Even if we got to temporarily be antagonistic, this is prolific, even with the glitches. Yeah, I ain't perfect, got a few stitches, a bunch of wishes, but moving forward, looking onward, getting out that corner, on my body with the corner. Yeah, I'm set free, freer than a bird, cause I got direction, even though all my thoughts cause an insurrection. By that handed out discreetly. If you look closely, I've been saying this since the dawn of the new age. I'm down with that phase. People claim that I'm some say I ain't with the new phrase. I'm with the old one, knowing that crowd sticking out from the crowd, moving to different towns. If people don't feel as they numb, don't worry, cause I left with a few this, no this, and I didn't leave you on red. But are you gonna reply me before you die in this system house of lies? But are you gonna reply me before you die in this system house of lies? Leo the poet. Yah on Yah's terms. House of lies. A lie, an intentional false statement used with reference to situations involving deception or found on a mistaken impression. How many of us have been spiraled out of control with all these fallacies, these different agencies, organizations, people do what the scripts say, that the Most High say the truth and every man a liar. Will no longer be caught up in the web of deception. Because Satan came here to kill, steal, destroy. But Christ came back and made some more have life. The lost spot to the house of Israel. Salah.
I pray the Most High blesses you and keep you in perfect peace. This is your brother His Will with another impelling idea. Shalom.
Come to his feet, bow down and worship him. And he should